All right, so we have some peaks coming off. We've got our first peak right there. So what we're going to do is you can zoom in on the peak a bunch of different ways. If you click, if you use your scroll wheel, click your scroll wheel on the y-axis, you can zoom in on the y-axis. You can also, same thing, click the scroll wheel on the x-axis. You can zoom in on the x-axis. Or you can just use the scroll wheel to draw a box and zoom in that way. If you want to move the peak left or right, you use right click and you can move the peak back and forth, up and down, any way you want. If you want to zoom out on this, you just scroll the scroll wheel either down or up. It'll zoom in and out. If you want to see how large your peak is, you can left click and it'll show you your X and Y values, and you can drag that along the baseline. So you can see here that our peak goes from just below 70 to just above 100. So we have about a 30 count peak, which is what we're looking for. That is 2 parts per million on column. So it's a 20 part per million with a 1 to 10 split. So 2 parts per million on column. Again, I've shown you before, you can zoom out by pressing home. We have a second peak here, so we'll zoom in on that. Another quick way to zoom out is double click on the scroll wheel. I just learned that, and it'll take you out. So we're seeing a second peak right here about 1425. It's the same thing, just below 70 to just above 100. So we've got 2 peaks that are about the same size, and that's what we're looking for.